Cool. All right, this is part two of episode 115. Damn, we on what 115, bro? We cooking with grease, dog. We on 115 as people come back in, come back in. All right, so we was talking about Travis Hunter and the video resurfacing. Well, Travis Hunter, the subject keep resurfacing about his girlfriend and their relationship. Um, he just bought a car. They're about to get married. I also seen the comedian Godfrey made a whole post about his lady, and it wasn't a flattering post, of course. I don't think the post was meant to disrespect or denigrate his girl, but he's speaking from experience and he's seeing the traits that she's carrying on how she acts and how she's moving based on what she's doing. It's not like, Godfrey's picking at this woman like, yo, let me go see what she's about when the things that people know of her is what they're putting out. So, or what do you think about that particular thing or what I just said?
Again, like I was saying before, it's like bro's young. He's not trying to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? Experience is the best teacher in these type of moments. You have a coach prime. That's you know what I'm saying? Best role model you could go to for situations like this. And still, that's not enough because at the end of the day, he's still a man. He's gonna make his own choices
Mm-hmm.
and he got his own money. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
he gonna make his own what he want to do. So
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, only he can see those red flags that everybody else can see. He can't see them because he in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I understand how it is to be in a situation you don't see the red flags because
Yeah.
you in it because you're in it. So, but
Yeah.
eventually he will. So
Yeah.
hopefully when that happens, it's not too much where he's invested, where he's gonna lose a lot because you're already invested where you got shorty a car. I don't know why you did that. Like, but again, you know what I'm saying? Man gonna do what man gonna do. So, but for him, it's just again experience. So you're gonna whatever lessons he gotta learn from this, he's gonna have to learn on his own.
I mean, there's some telling videos about just the behavior of the relationship because when everything happened later on that day, they had made a video and they're in the bathroom and she's like, babe, tell them, tell the world basically our relationship rules. And it's like, if your relationship is private, then don't make it unprivate. Like keep it private.
But
People,
remember, Instagram got your bitch.
you said that earlier. You
You
said
know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
you said
need
that
for
earlier.
attention outweighs everything else.
Hmm.
It don't matter if you with the most top tier. This is the most top tier, most
Yeah.
upper echelon
Yes.
person you're ever gonna be with. But
Yes.
for some reason, Instagram is more important. The need for attention, the need for everybody to be paying attention to you is more important than this top tier man that you chose to be with. You didn't choose a regular dude. You chose a top tier man, but yeah, you want the attention to be on you. Again, the red flags is there as us being older. I can see being young, 19, 20. Imagine us being 19, 20 at Mobile with 50 racks.
Bro.
And your pop trying to tell you, yo, that shorty from Hellier, don't fuck with her. What?
Bro. My
Come
my
on, dog.
bro.
Listen, dog.
Bro. My
We talking about when we had Nextels and
bro.
big
Bro.
ThinkPad
Bro.
laptops, like we doing something good out here, like we eating good.
Bro, my $500 made me feel like I had a million in
Bro,
Mobile.
I had 350 on me. That shit last me 3 months. Like I was good. Like, yeah, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm up.
Talk
I'm
about
up in the stuck in Mobile. You know what I'm saying?
eating chicken wings and French fries. Talking about we eating good. You know what
We
I'm
ate good. You know what I'm saying? From the
saying?
spot. We
Good.
talking about bro got 100,000 in one account. What you gonna tell him?
Yeah. Shout out to
Like,
H. Yeah.
oh, that's crazy, son.
But it's like again, things are just telling, right? And then when you see the situation, There was another video that resurfaced again where she had to explain to herself or explain to the audience when they first got together that he wasn't her type. Well, no, right, that he wasn't her type. So she put him in the friend zone for months, and then she didn't want to go to this party. She ended up going to this party, and he said that he would go with her to the party, and that's how they like kicked it off or whatever. So Godfrey had made mention of that in the post as well, and he was like, "Yo, bro, I really think that she found out." Who you were and your talent level and what you was going to be later on, and then that's what she was on, right? But there's nothing more truer than what you just said. Being at his age, he's what, 21, 22, in love, trying to focus on sports, and him being a young man, he sees the best in his woman because he sees her every day. They fight, they live, they love, they cry, they do all that together. She's seen his vulnerable side, the vulnerable side of him already. He revealed that to her. So because of that, that built emotional equity with him, right? He feels like he knows her the best. There's no way in his mind at this point, this moment, that she's a agent for destruction. There's no way his mind would let him believe that, right? So because he's young, he's making money, he's focusing on football. He is the littest dude in college sports right now. Great. The more people tell him, "Yo, watch your back," because we're not necessarily judging her. We're looking at the trait. She's not the first of this trait. So look out. So the more that young man hears it, the more he's gonna be like, F all of y'all, I'm gonna ride out with my chick.
Right.
And the energy he's gonna be on. We always did. Like when I was 18, you couldn't tell me nothing about mine. You couldn't tell me nothing. I put a ring on her finger and everything. My pops was like, "Have you lost your mind?"
You know, they saying the audio out again.
My bad. Huh?
Say they saying the audio out again.
No. No way. You gonna make me pull up the audio on this side. Hold on, let me pull us back up. Let me pull us back up. Yeah, nah. I hear you hear yours on yours? Good?
Yeah, I hear myself fine.
Yeah, I got the back on one round. I'm taking it off and putting my notes back up so it won't interrupt. Can't hear any. So he's saying he can't hear anything either. Casino. I don't know. Can't hear. So we got two people saying they can't hear. I don't know. We got 20 people in the chat. 20 people in the chat. Let us know if y'all can hear us in the chat. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. We want y'all to hear us. We hitting some great points. We want y'all to hear us. Let us know if y'all can hear us or not, please. We can hear you, bro.
Hmm.
Okay. Bet. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. So again, going into Travis Hunter again. uh he's thinking that the world is against him and his lady, and it's like, dude, we see the trait, and just be, just look out. But the more people tell him to look out, the more he's gonna ride out with his woman. Nobody could tell me nothing. Nobody could tell you nothing at that age about the person that you're dating. So we're just gonna let homeboy ride out. We still gonna support him on the field, but he can't expect people not to say nothing. And the reason why you can't expect people not to say nothing is because people are invested into your greatness. They don't want to see you going through stress off the field when you should be worried about performing on the field because you're such a great talent. That matters. The
We
many
wouldn't know. We wouldn't know nothing about this if, when the camera's on, you know what I'm saying. We wouldn't know nothing.
wouldn't know
But
nothing.
because the attention is such a needful drug, you want it to be about you. But what do you do, man?
Hmm.
We talking about two-way athlete.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we ain't seen this in 25 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
You thinking this is regular, you tripping. So if this is regular, what do, man? You better be making tachyon particles in your bedroom. And I just made that up. I don't even know what that is, but you better be making it. Because you dealing with
Upper
this
echelon.
is a upper echelon, once in a lifetime talent.
Yeah.
Don't act like it's some regular junk.
Yeah. Yeah. We wouldn't know none of this. We wouldn't know none of this.
Your parents better be one of the founding fathers you know what I'm saying, Buff State or something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Like real talk, his focus on the field changes the trajectory of your life and his life. Especially if you're about to have his seed. You're about to be set for life. So, their relationship is something that should be private, but at the end of the day, if you make it public, then it is going to be out for public consumption. So,
Facts.
you know, shout out to John M in the building. Appreciate you tapping and hit that like button. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. The entire Marshall college football team has entered the transfer portal after their former coach has took the job to Southern Miss, and they're trying to get over to Southern Miss because they had a great year this year. I believe they went 10-3, I believe. And the weird part is they're it's in the same conference. So they just transferring from one school to the next with their coach. What do you think about that?
Well, you saying the whole team?
The whole team, basically the whole team. So what I mean by the whole team, you got 110 dudes on the team. So let's just say like 8 dudes came to practice on Monday. It was like, yo, this is it.
Yo,
You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
we next up, kid.
Next up, baby. Like, yo, we definitely got started spots, baby. I'm not leaving, kid. Like, I'm loyal too. Oh hell no.
Yo, we
We
definitely running the block now, son. It's our block now, kid. You know what I'm saying?
be in here. Like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. So everybody at Southern Miss just gonna get up out of there, huh? So you just gonna come into my locker room and just take my jersey, huh?
I'm saying,
Just us.
it just, you know what I'm saying? It's
Uh,
up. Like,
yeah,
so,
it's up, all right.
you know, and mind you, people not going to talk about this heavy because when Coach Prime went to Colorado, he told those players to transfer because he got his players that he want to bring in. So this new coach is like, yo, like, I gotta go, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? I went 10-3 with this squad right here, and we only going to get better. You know what I'm saying? So it's best y'all get into the transfer portal. But this coach is wild funny. He's like, yo, we got the good NIL deal. And one of their NIL deals is I think it's called Byron's Biscuits. And he like, yo, if you come over here to, you know what I'm saying, Southern Miss, you know what I'm saying, you could get those biscuits 24/7. And he was dead serious. Like, yo, y'all ain't never had a biscuit till y'all had Byron's Biscuits. And we get, you know what I'm saying, that's the NIL deal. So we get top tier
So you
Byron.
come over here with a biscuit meal, man? Yeah. So all you came over here with was a biscuit meal.
Yo, but that's the
Yo,
pitch though. You know what I'm saying? That's the NIL pitch, you heard?
that's
So
a hell of a pitch because half the team was like, yeah, we down for the biscuit
we
meal.
down for the biscuit, you know what I'm saying? Try to eat, you know what I mean? So and mind you, Southern Miss don't got that much to offer. I mean, you got Brett Favre out there stealing, you know what I'm saying? He's still in needs money, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they got,
You know,
limited.
what else is popping in Southern Miss? You know what I'm saying?
uh, it's cheap out there. That's all you
You
can
know
say.
what I'm saying? Just a lot of biscuits, I guess.
Byron's biscuits, get that buttery biscuit. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the whole team entered the transfer portal. What do you think about that?
I mean, if the coach has their loyalty, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just again, the powers in the players. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you gonna just move our coach after we had a great season. You ain't even ask us if we want the coach removed. It's better. All right, so now we just all gonna leave with the coach now too. Now what's up?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's the powers in the players. So it's hard to have a business when you when your business model is relying upon teenagers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Young adults.
Young adults. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas change their mind on a whim. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you give them more power to do that, yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. But I love it though. Like they have way more power than we did. Like again, when we played, the powers was strictly on the school, the coach, and it mattered if you was to go to USC and never see the field, to go to New Mexico State or Ball State to start. It meant more being on the bench at USC or never seeing the field at USC than to start at Ball State.
Facts. At least
So
I got Jersey. I mean, they called me up. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. You know what I mean? I got the pictures. I battle with these dudes every day in practice. Who Liddell White and Reggie Bush. I didn't get in the game, but you know what I'm saying? Like I was there. I'm in the running back group. You heard? Like
My roster is there. My picture is there. You can look me
there.
up. Son.
It's there. So
Evidence.
I could have started for if I'm over at USC, baby. I definitely could have started at Ball State. Like I don't know what you're talking about. So you know what I mean?
Back then it was USC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's like, I'll ball at Ball State or I'm gonna ball at Akron. It don't matter.
And they get money in Akron.
They get hella money in Akron. You know what I'm
Hella
saying?
money in Akron. Like
They can't shoot, but they get money in Akron.
I found this out the other day that University of Indiana has one of the biggest NIL packages in college sports. So that's why you've seen the Indiana look so dominant this year because they was able to bring in players with their coach. They got a new coach, and that coach brought his players from I believe it was James Madison. He brought those players from James Madison to uh, Indiana, and they, in the college football playoffs. And I didn't even know
Yo,
that.
shout out to these young kids. They having the time of their lives with this NIL deal, man. You thought college was go by fast the way when we was in college, yo. With these deals, the way they move in, yo, college is gonna be a blur for them, son.
For real, for real. And I know. And see, my school, Michigan, we paying top dollar, baby. Like what? Yo, 10 mil, dog. 10 mil.
Count that money, man.
That, count that money. Stop playing. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next hot topic. Actor Jaleel White, who's famously known for playing Steve Urkel, says that Family Matters is not revered in the culture as much as Martin and Living Single because it's not based on a hood story. What do you think about that?
Um, I wouldn't say it's not revered because it's on a hood story. I would say only it's I still love Family Matters, but
Mhm.
it came a little bit earlier in my life.
Okay.
Martin came a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? The
Okay.
first season of Family Matters was what, 89?
Like 80,
90 or something?
like 87.
You know what I'm saying? It was a minute ago.
Yeah.
So that's a difference between 92 when Martin first started, or I think 93 when Fresh Prince of Bel Air started. But Fresh Prince of Bel Air is not even that hood. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't I can't I can't agree to that. You know what I'm saying? But Family Matters still has a certain place in my heart in the culture. So it's not like it's not revered for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a different place. We don't hold you in the same place as Martin because it's not the same comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to put you in the same place or hold you in the same esteem as Martin. You're in a different league, bro. You the only nigga I knew that created himself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't you introduce cloning. You introduce all types of tech that you know what I'm
Wi-Fi.
saying, like
Wi-Fi. Bro had the Wi-Fi.
teleporting niggas to France and shit, and still
Rocket launch.
Shorty still found a way to make it about her.
Rocket packs. I'm bugging. Rocket packs. He had a whole rocket pack.
Like, come on, son. It's not even the same category.
Mm-hmm.
He's tripping.
Me personally, I look at it like this because Family Matters, even though they came out first, they was on longer than Martin and Fresh Prince of Bel Air. People forget Family Matters was on. They got 8 seasons, so 8 seasons back then. That's about 9, 10 years.
That's a
So
long time to play
long,
that role. Like,
that's a long time. So when you started that role, you was a little kid. When you finished that role, you was a grown ass man, right? So that in itself is a feat in itself. Now, Martin is revered the highest, in my opinion, mainly because the culture. Martin was about culture. It was a I yeah I hate saying the word black, but it was about culture things. I'm trying to substitute the word black for culture. It's about culture things, things that happen in our culture and our culture only, things that we really deal with on a day-to-day basis. And he just made it funny. There was no ongoing running theme on Martin outside of Tommy not having a job. The beef between Martin and Pam, those are like the running themes, but there wasn't like a show to show thing where they just had to have. It was basically like a concept, and they let Martin and his crew cook. So that in itself, it just makes it cool, and it's about adults. Fresh Prince of Bel Air is different. We're talking about a dude that's from the hood that goes to the ritzy and rich, and he's bringing that hood culture to the rich culture, but to be honest with you, the rich culture was funnier. It was nothing funny about the hood. Them episodes where he had his homies coming to the house and seeing the house, and they like, yo, like you really made it. Like you could really pursue your dreams. But his friends was really more goal oriented than Will, because Will is in a place where he has options now. So he doesn't have to be goal oriented all the time. So I don't see that. But what I do see where Family Matters kind of lose their luster with the culture, because it's ingrained with the culture. It's a younger show, but it's ingrained with the culture. The only problem with the Family Matters is that their subject line was not attributed mainly to the culture. Their subject from show to show, you can easily put Al Bundy family for the Winslows. You
mhm.
get and still get basically the same type of show, because the subject matter wasn't geared to the culture. We
that's
don't
why.
we
That's
didn't know
why. That's why I
no
put it
no
in a different
that.
category. Like, it's not even in the same category. It's still part of our culture for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
It's definitely in a different category. I'm gonna hold it in a different light
yeah.
uh than I would
Fires.
hold towards mountains. It's still fire. I've never downplayed Family Matters. It's still very important because it shaped how I view, and you know what I'm saying, view things and seeing things and stuff. So it's I just view it differently. It can't be in the same category as Mario. It just can't.
And one thing also, Family Matters also used to break music acts. They used to do that all the time. So you can like so it's ingrained to the culture, and that show was popping because of the actors was popping on that show. Those actors made us connect to the actors, made us connect to the family. But them subject matters wasn't culture based. So I don't agree with him on that premise. He's selling a book right now. That could be a part of the hook to sell the book, but I don't agree with that myself. Shout out to Family Matters, a great iconic show. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Canada threatens to cut energy to New York, Michigan, Wisconsin, said by the premier Doug Ford, in response to Donald Trump's tariff plan of Ontario, the premier of Ontario, Doug Ford. What do you think about that?
Mm. So they say they want to cut the power. Oof,
Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting because it's like now it's on. how the electrical grid and that system is set up, and where we actually draw our power from, and where we actually get our water for the hydroelectric dam and all this other stuff that New York City needs to feed itself and keep the city running. So that's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty interesting. I thought that was like in the mountains of close to Buffalo or something. I ain't know it was in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah.
don't even make no sense. You
Yeah.
would think we would want that like in American
In
soil
the
so you have control of it. But
yeah.
oh, you wouldn't think like Canada would be like, nah, fuck you. We ain't fucking with you right now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't think that. Hey Fouché, you ain't wake up 5 o'clock. You ain't think you have a hole in your leg, huh?
Yo, stop playing.
Okay.
Stop playing.
Like that's crazy, son.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
That's like saying you got an oil field in in Tijuana, Mexico, and then thinking this yo shit. Like, oh, it's gonna be all right, we're gonna be all right, we're gonna be good. They ain't gonna cut us off, even though it's in their backyard. We're gonna be straight.
ain't none of us here on a poppy fit.
Ain't no Uzis in Harlem.
Oh man, shout out to Stephon in the building, free Diddy. Hit that like button. Appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, this is gonna be wild. I get it because you got to show that y'all not no pushovers. It's like yo, that's talk business, and you don't want to talk turkey. So it's like, all right, well if you do that, we gonna do this. So it's just power play for power play.
Yeah, it's just like yo, just come sit at the table.
Yeah,
The last nigga you dealt with, you know what I'm saying? This
yeah,
a whole new deal. So we gotta come
yeah,
and sit at the table. So it's a little attention, come make you come sit down. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because
I
Canada pipe down. Like what y'all gonna do? Like just chill.
I ain't gonna front. I'm not a fan of Trump, but I'm digging the gangster mentality that he's.
Like yo, Canada, what you gonna send the Mountaineers? Like be calm. Let's sit down. Let's chill out. Bring some maple syrup. You know what I'm saying? Some good molasses y'all got. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring
Yo,
some good biscuits, you know what I'm saying? And we're
we'll
gonna
get
sit
you right.
down, we're gonna politic, you know what I'm
We're
saying?
gonna, we're gonna get you right. You know.
We're gonna get you right.
All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Ohio State Representative John Williams introduced the Ohio Sportsmanship Act uh, after the Ohio State Michigan game. Michigan, we won again, just to let those Ohio fans know. So this act is basically planting flags at a sporting event in the state of Ohio is now considered a felony. Yeah, yeah.
So all you culture players, it's time to take your NIL deals somewhere else because that felony only leans for
So
one particular group of people.
rabbit hole. It's a rabbit
You know
hole.
what I'm saying? I'm just felony? Whoa, that's crazy for a football game when you lose. So what if you win? You still get a felony, or it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying, don't do that again. Little slap on the wrist, little community service, you be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Now the rapper John Williams said that it shouldn't take all that security to handle the situation. Michigan players end up getting pepper sprayed. There was quite a few Michigan players that got pepper sprayed for the situation. This game has been going on for decades. You know to have the accurate the the accurate amount of security needed to secure a game of this magnitude. Things happen. This looks so soft on the state of Ohio. This looks super soft. Like, and the Ohio State players is probably like, yo, like we look super soft right now, so like we really got to get into our bag. Like, but at the end of the day, y'all lost, so you can't get into your bag now. It's gonna be even 4 more years of this type of carnage. We're gonna continue to bust y'all ass. Simple and plain. So this act, this new law, it just makes the state look weak as hell. All of a sudden, the state of Ohio cares about sportsmanship. How long has Ohio State been beating numerous of teams? How long?
How long have you been in Youngstown State?
Come on. How many like
Toledo.
that's keep and to keep it funky with you, Youngstown State is a great team on their
In their conference, yeah.
in,
But when they play Ohio State, you think they bum you.
right. So it makes them look weak. Cincinnati is another. You could go to Cincinnati and y'all have a
You
good
go to the
season.
league. You're gonna go to the league if you go to Cincinnati.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it just makes the state look soft as hell as far as the sports. I
But
know.
now it sets precedence now because if you could do it in one state, you could do it in other states.
Right.
So now it's like if you want to quote unquote uh keep certain people in line, this is one way to like gain back power again.
Yeah.
Because it ain't about no sportsmanship. It's just about, oh, you don't want niggas acting a certain way on your field.
Bottom line, when you take an L burger, get your ass off the field. Because if
Just
y'all
go
won,
back to the bus. What are you
just
talking about? Take your shit and go to the bus.
to the
What we
bus.
doing?
Because if y'all would have won, y'all would have planted y'all flag on y'all flag. If y'all would have beat us at Michigan, you would have wanted to plant your flag, and we would have had to take our ass in the locker room and let y'all do that. It is what it is. It's a part of sports, especially college sports. Like I no longer want to like we gotta really decide what college sports is. Is it NFL amateur league, which is basically is now because of the players making the type of money, the power that they have, driving in the revenue that they do, or we're gonna try to really treat these kids like college, like young boys. These are not young boys. These are men. These are men. When I played college football, when you play college football, we was grown men, bro. Grown men. I was what 20, 21, 22, 23. That was my age playing college football. That's a grown man. I had a daughter. I had responsibilities, getting my own place. So I was really a grown man, bro, taking kid bills. So, shout out to Rowan Jack in the building, one of our badge holders in the building, man.
Shout
Rowan.
out.
So we got to decide what is it? What is this? I hope it doesn't change the landscape of college football with other states. I really hope that it does. I hope Ohio, they continue to do that in Ohio. Don't contaminate the rest of the college football landscape with this stupidness. Get off the field when y'all get your ass beat. I know it's Ohio State. Y'all not used to losing like that or whatever the case may be. But when y'all lose, y'all need to get off the field. Simple and plain. I just think it's a weak move altogether. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. College football ass picks is in. I'm gonna go through this real quick. College football ass picks is in. The playoffs is coming. So real quick, Tennessee plays in the first round. Ohio State. I got Tennessee beating Ohio State. Ohio State is a great team. Uh, I feel like they still going to be a little punch drunk. Their quarterback, Will Howard, has a hitch in his throw. His footwork is sloppy, but he has tells when he throws the ball, which makes it easier for defensive backs to react to the ball. He's kind of pedestrian on his reading. And Tennessee has athletes on all three levels of that defense, and they score points. So this is going to be an interesting game, but I think Tennessee is going to beat Ohio State, and Tennessee will play Oregon in that next round. Clemson versus Texas first round. I got Texas. Texas is just a better team. They're going to outclass Clemson. Clemson is a good team. They play really well against SMU, but SMU don't have what Texas has. So I'm going with Texas, and Texas will play Arizona State for that next game. Indiana, we talked about Indiana earlier. They play in Notre Dame in the first round. I got Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame is just slightly better. Indiana is still too new to play on this stage. So I got Notre Dame, and they'll play Georgia next round. SMU plays Penn State first round, and I got Penn State. Penn State, they just got better athletes, better players, and you know, if SMU continue to build on what they have in a couple years, I think they will be chasing a national title, in my opinion. So I got Penn State beating SMU. I got Notre Dame beating Indiana. I got Texas beating Clemson, and I have Tennessee beating Ohio State. All right, moving on to our next segment. Our next segment is brought to you by Bravo Section. Make sure you go to bigbravosection.com. Again, bigbravosection.com. Make sure, my bad. If you're in the Miami area, you can book a session with one of the best photographers in the world. If you're not, still book that session. They'll fly you out and take care of your session. You can also buy dope photography on the website, again at bigbravosection.com. You got a petty thought for us, petty law?
I got a few words that you had sent over and stuff, so I got some of the definitions of the words. So the first words that you had gave was the depose. So to make a deposition, to give evidence in the shape of a deposition, to make statements which are written down and sworn to give testimony which is reduced to writing by a duly qualified officer and sworn by the dependent. Also, words to look up are dependent and deposition. Also, another definition of it is to deprive an individual of public employment or office against his will. The term is usually applied to the deprivation of all authority of a sovereign. Ancient uses of the ancient uses of the ancient uses is to testify as a witness, to give evidence under oath. All right, so next word is defend, to prohibit or forbid, to deny, to contest, and endeavor to defeat a claim or demand made against one in court of justice, to oppose, repel, or resist, to protect, to shield, to make a stand for or uphold by force or argument, to vindicate, to maintain or keep secure, to guarantee, to agree to indemnify, to respect, to represent the defendant in administrative, civil, or criminal proceedings. And last word is deny, to traverse, to give negative answers or reply to refuse to grant or accept, to refuse to grant a petition or protest. So words for this episode: depose, defend, and deny.
Fire, fire. And for those out there that's thinking where those words came from, is from the case of from the CEO of the healthcare situation where he was murdered in front of the hotel, and those words was written on the bullet. So Luigi, right? Luigi. Oh, I haven't heard that name in years. Shout out to Alf in the building. Rowan Jack, tell me you put some money on these predictions, you usually get it right. Man, see, here's the thing, right? You know, from time to time, you got the IRS listening in out here. Nah, I ain't put no money. I don't even know what money is because you got the IRS out here listening. You know what I'm saying? You got the feds out here. So just use them picks, y'all. And I'm telling you, it's gonna look good for you out here, baby. We get money in Akron, baby. So shout out to Rowan Jack. All right, moving on to our next segment, our Keep the Lie Live segment.
Keep the lie live.
Keep the Lie Live. So my Keep the Lie Live for this segment is adding on to what you said about Mr. Luigi. This episode is about the spin cycle. Is it just me? Is it just me? But this whole thing about what's this gentleman name again? Luigi Managon. They caught him very fast, in my opinion, in the McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. I've been to Altoona. I've been there before. It ain't much to do in Altoona. The reason why I've been to Altoona, I had an ex-girlfriend that went to Penn State and she was on the Altoona campus. You know what I'm saying? So I've been to Altoona in that particular area. I've been to that McDonald's before. Ain't no way that this man did what he did to get caught in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And all of a sudden, everything that you have against this man, he's the real guy. He's the guy in the mask. And then for them to get these little nuggets, oh, he left a bag in the park, but he left the bag in the park, but he rode his bicycle over here to catch the train over here, and he did this over there. So the bro he basically could have took the LIRR to Altoona. He could have took the Greyhound to Altoona. So he did all that John Wick vibes to do that. This ties too easy, too quickly. I don't believe that he is the actual person that did the murder. I don't believe it. This whole situation with Brian Thompson, rest in peace to Brian Thompson, the CEO of the United Care, it just ties in too easily, too simply. Again, those words that you looked up was on those bullets, and just looking at the situation, looking where he comes from, because they did a deep dive on his background and his means and things of that nature. And we live in a world where now we can't even depend on footage that's through a third parties, because now they could actually change the footage. They could alter the person who they look and this, that, and the third. And for him to get caught and for him to be that outgoingly speaking, like, yo, I didn't do this, or y'all got the wrong person. He's been kind of aggressive every time the camera's around. Normally, it's like one of these, like, you pull one of those when you did something. I don't think this man did it. I don't. Everything ties in too simply, too easy. It feels like a version of Enemy of the State, where everything tied in so quickly, so easily to Will Smith's character. When Will Smith don't know nothing about nothing, he trying to find Brill. Like, yo, Brill, I'm trying to holler at you for the pictures, and Brill yo, get away from me. Like, you killed such and such. Like, yo, who killed who? So this, it feels like an enemy of the state type of situation. I mean, what do you think about that, bro?
I only have two issues with it. First and foremost, when they said they caught him, you catch him with the murder weapon and the manifesto on him. How? When you told me that when they said that he got rid of the bag. So he got a new bag with the manifesto in it and the murder weapon. But then got rid of the bag, but kept the murder weapon, put it in the new bag. Okay, cool. Then the murder weapon itself. You just don't get no silencer from you know what I'm saying? From the neighborhood pawn shop. That's not something you could just buy at Amazon. You know what I'm saying? You just can't get that. So where did you get the means and the opportunity to get a silencer?
In order to get a silencer, you have to be on a waiting list. It is not something you get in weeks, bro. This is
Right.
a
And
this
then
people.
I don't think a silencer goes on like any type of gun. I think it goes on specific handguns or something. And then I think you gotta get the gun to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So you just happen to have a gun in your personal that just matches the silencer. All right, man, I'm good to go.
8
So
months.
yeah. So my issue is with the gun itself and how they caught the supposed person. You catch him with the murder weapon and his manifesto why he did it. So convenient. Those are my issues with that.
Shout out again to Rowan Jack, one of our badge holders. It took 8 months to get mine. You could get them through various. But see that's the thing, right? You can't get them just go in the store, buy a Taurus P9, a P9 or whatever, And you're like, yeah, throw that suppressor in there. Nah, you gotta wait, bro. Like you gotta
But then
go.
on top of that, Rowan Jack, you have like military background and
Right,
experience as well too.
right.
So
And
you know where if you needed it,
but look
you
what
would know
you said.
where to go. That part of the knowledge is where I'm trying to get at.
Right, no, but look what you just said, right? Rowan has military background, so he has a particular clearance that the average Joe Schmo can't just get. And it took
Oh,
him
so
eight.
he's saying you could get a silence. So you saying you could get a silencer for $200 in a waiting list? That's crazy.
But see, if it took him 8 months with his military background, how long did it take Luigi? And if that's the case, then all these purchases will be documented.
Right,
You
like,
just
oh, you getting a silencer? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it still gotta make sense.
it
Even
gotta
if you
make
getting
sense.
it, you could still get it. They tracing that shit, bro.
So at the end, 2008 tax stamp and waiting list, I have seen Secret Service take 8 months. Right. So, but that's what I'm saying.
That's Secret Service, military background, Luigi. You see
Right.
how I don't add up?
Right.
You
Or Luigi don't got them clearances like that,
know what I'm
like
saying? What
the
clearance he
our
got?
people.
And then even if he got clearance, I'm pretty sure somebody might have seen him slip up, didn't put back the silencer when he checked it out 2 weekends ago. Like, yo, bro, where the A1 silencer at? You supposed to put that back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still holding it.
Yeah.
You
But
feel me? Like,
but all this tied in too quick, too easy, bro. Like put it like this. This is what I think happened. The original person got away, and they need somebody to show that we don't have somebody on the loose out here on a rampage. Yeah.
what they say in Batman? Man, Monroe needs the fall guy. I'm the brains of the operation.
But that's real though. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
real. Luigi, I'm the brains of the operations. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. Like I thought about that the other day. I'm like, they before he got caught, because everybody's calling him John Wick. It's like, you can't have this man on the loose without somebody knowing something. Like he can't just be on the loose out here. So our country is built off of scarcity, right? So you have to find somebody that he looked like he may have done it, and show a front that we working diligently to find who did these murders, right?
And then on top of that, you did it in Midtown, right?
Hmm.
The movie 21 Bridges shows you can't get out the city just like that.
And that
Even
was
if you try, you,
2016.
come on now. You
Mhm.
can't just get out the city without them. NYPD controls that whole city.
Yes.
They can shut down bridges, trains. You're not getting out.
Yeah. Once they
The
get the
only way you could possibly get out is if you got a boat and you gotta take the Long Island Sound route.
once
And
they
that's
get the
going up to
clearance,
like Boston and upstate, and you still gotta drive to get out the city.
once they get the clearance from the judge, New York City police have carte blanche. They could do anything. All they need is the clearance. That's it. If the judge say, there's money in DC, they go into DC and get money. If
And
they
we talking about NYPD. This is top cops. We talking about John McClane top cop. You know what I'm saying?
they'll shut the city down and nothing is
We
going
talking about cops that'll run you down barefoot with no jacket in the snow.
glass in the feet,
Just cause you ruined their Christmas vacay. You know what I'm saying?
glass in the feet and everything with a wife beater. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the wife beater, bro. Don't
And
downplay
don't
the
forget
wife.
it's in Chicago.
You know what I'm saying?
Wind gusts don't even bother, bro. You know what I'm saying? One wind gust will have me out the gate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm bundled up. You know what I'm saying? Bro out here with a wife beater sweating, chasing criminals. One gust of wind from Chicago don't even phase, bro.
Right, right.
Solving crime.
So,
And now he ain't even in his hood.
so
So
I,
imagine when he in New York. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how he do.
it's no way. It's just no way to get me to believe that he's the killer. and all this tied in so quickly, so easily, and he's just leaving little nuggets around. And like if he left that bag, he didn't leave that bag like, oh, I left the bag. It was meant to leave the bag. So all these little nuggets, bro, it just ties in too simply, too easy, too quick. They have to show a united front that they're doing something about, this high profile man being murdered and having him doing something about it. So I really believe that.
Now
The-
we'll never know what the real true reason why they had to kill Burrow. I'm very intrigued. Remember, they still didn't really release that list. So bunch of speculation. Not saying that has anything to do with anything, but we'll
yeah,
never know why. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We'll never truly know why. We'll know the spin, but not the true reason.
Nothing but Jussie Smollett in Chicago. Roll it is stupid. Shout out to CF in the building. Hit that like button. Appreciate you tapping in. So yeah, man, that's my keep the lie live for this episode. I just think it was just too neat, and the way the media is spinning this, that spin cycle is real. When they want to switch up the chicken sandwich, they know how to spin it. And I said it before when we was talking about when they were saying that these Venezuelans was taking over Chicago and this, that, and the third. You could post a picture of a group of people and have caption, and that's what people would believe without it being in any truth. We spoke about it prior to, where we live in a world of a different type of spin. As long as you say it, it takes a life of its own, regardless if it's true or not. We do it every day on social media. When you look on TikTok, there's a whole bunch of empty facts or empty stories or unfound stories that if we see something or see a picture, we put two and two together and the story takes care of itself and it just runs. So what made me think that this is not the same thing but on a whole nother level?
So they saying in the chat you could get a silencer very easily. So my thing is, if you could get a silencer so easily, why is it illegal to have a bulletproof vest then?
Mm, good question.
If you could get guns and bullets galore, but I can't get something to protect against the guns and bullets,
Hmm.
that's just crazy.
Hmm.
You could get a silencer, but God forbid you get a bulletproof vest. Oh no, you gotta go down.
I think
You talking about age of spin? That is a spin tactic that I don't even understand because you gonna make guap regardless. Just sell both.
but
Give me
but
the 2-for-1 special. You know what I'm saying?
but it's a threat.
What bro said from Medicine Society? He's like, yo, where I look, can I get the Uzis with the Converse or the Tech 9 with the Chuck Taylors? It's like I'll rock the hush puppies then.
But it is a threat to our policing system. I remember, if y'all look it up, I can't remember the actual name of it, but if you look up Los Angeles bank shooting in 1992. So there
Oh,
was,
that's that armored dude that was armored head to toe and shit.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm just saying, bro went ballistic with that. You can't use that one occurrence to now be like, oh, nobody can get bulletproof vests. Like that's just insane, son.
But he took the bulletproof to a whole nother level. Him and his man's, and they stuck. So now it's like, yo, we got the suit on, baby. We got to shoot our way out, kid. And he got on this head to toe, and y'all can look it up. I know they had it up a few years back, but I looked it up a few years back, and dude is just dumping like, and he's out there going at it with. It looked like Terminator, like he's fighting a whole thing of cops, and the cops is hitting with the suppressing fire, like bop bop, and he's standing tall with the machine AR 100. This,
This one police had the 6-piece shooter.
yeah,
I can't. They too strapped.
they too strapped, and bullets is falling off this man like he juggernaut, and he out there like it's crazy. So if you got him doing that, the possibility of people just like, yo, it's about to be a wrap anyway, baby. Like, let's just get all this bulletproof from head to toe. So, but you make an excellent point, though. You make an excellent point. Um, I've seen suppressors in gun shops, but again, it's a rigorous process to get them, especially when you don't have, like Rowan Jack, a military background, or you don't do any work that's considered for you to have it. If you just have it for home security, there's a rigorous background check you have to go through. And it depends on what state you live in. If you live in a state like Florida, like Georgia, like Tennessee, you can go get that, right? Back in the day, you could possibly get a silencer in California until the '70s, when when that all changed, when you had the Black Panther Party, and we could, you saw the brothers strap up and go down to the state building and like, yo, we want to be heard. And then once they seen all the brothers out there with gats, they was too strapped. We gonna change some laws around here. Like, we can't have the brothers just congregate and help change law or get laws changed because they too strapped. So depending on the different states, because different states have different laws when it comes to guns. In New York City, it's a very rigorous process. The only way you can get a gun in New York City legally is if you own a business, and you have to do drop-offs at a particular time to the bank where you have to carry to protect your money. That's the only time New York City will allow you to do that, and it was a rigorous process. You have to know people in law enforcement. That this is something I know off the back. So, but different states carry different rules and regulations when it comes to guns. So, Rowan Jack is right 100%. Mr. Smile, welcome back, Rowan. Welcome back, Santana. But yeah, man. It's different for every state. So I like I said, I just think this all tied in too easily for this particular high profile person, Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare. So that's my keep the lie live for this episode, y'all. You already know what time it is, man. Thank y'all for tuning into another fire episode. Y'all tapped in, y'all tuned in. We had to stop the live to make another live, and y'all still continue to come back and showed us more love because we had a little technical difficulties. But y'all was hitting that like button, y'all was engaged into the chat, so we appreciate that 1,000%. Uh, I want to thank some of the sponsors of the show: Bravo Section, Button Snaps, OUV Records. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, hit us on Instagram. You can hit me at Ashley Lovechild, or you can hit my brother at
Bravo section _
So if you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, hit us up on Instagram. Uh, you want to add something, bro?
No, just tap in every Thursday. I'll be on here every Thursday now for the month moving forward.
So make sure y'all tap in every Sunday, every Thursday, 10:30. Also, make sure you tap into the Overstand podcast, or I understand where you can overstand every Monday at 9:30 on this page. So make sure y'all tap in. Uh, I'm working on that new EP, Summer of '08. I'm working on two albums actually, the EP and the official album. So make sure y'all be ready for which one, either one I finish first, because I'm in such a creative mode right now. But until then, just look up Ashley Lovechild on any music platform, type in the music, and just hit play, man. My favorite album that I have is Ready to Live. So make sure y'all tap into that Ready to Live album. That Ash album is the most recent one. Also another fire album. So make sure y'all tap into the music, man. Continue to show your boy some support and some love. Uh, the website,
Definitely tap in the bigbravosection.com for sure.
make sure y'all tap in, show that love. We'll be back on Sunday, man, showing that major, major love, man. Anything else you want to rap about before we get up out of here?
I just tap in next Thursday when I'm on.
Yeah, tap in next Thursday and tap in Sunday, 10:30. Make sure y'all tap in this channel. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's love. And we out of here. Peace.